Number 54, Patrick Patterson. At the other forward position, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 31, Terrence Ross. Number 17, the big man in the middle. He's a 7-foot center from Lithuania. This is Jonas Valanciunas. And number 10, he's a 6'7" guard from USC. Ladies and gentlemen, DeMar DeRozan. At the point guard position, standing 6'2", number 19, Kid. Doc Rivers is the head coach for your home team.
We are live, the home of the Raptors in downtown Toronto, the Air Canada Centre. Looking at Toronto, they took the win in their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. And just one look at the score tells you all you need to know. They were dominant in just about every area.
You know, their percentage from long range that game was off the charts. It seemed like every time the home crowd got going, they just took the wind out of their sails with another three-point barrage.
Yeah, those bombs were really falling.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Rubio and Martin manning the backcourt. Young out there with Pekovic. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. That shot wide open. The Kids got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Raptors. On defense, Toronto. This their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
They picked this team apart a couple of times. They squared off with them last year. And on paper, they weren't evenly matched, and on the court, they weren't either.
Fires the 3. The shot misses. And Minnesota will come the other way. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And Kevin, when you don't take advantage of your trips to the free throw line, which they definitely did not, it's tough to recover from.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, they left a lot of cheese and lettuce at that foul line, partner.
Not to mention some ham and turkey, Clark.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, I had a chance to talk with head coach Flip Saunders. His team knows how to do the dirty work, and that's what he says he's going to rely on to carry them through this game. All the extra possessions they can get from crashing the boards makes a difference for them on the offensive end. Let's see if they can keep that pace up here, Kevin.
Thanks for that, Doris. Rebounding certainly the key topic now.
Kevin, you know that, and we've seen so many games, big games, won and lost on the backboard. You have to rebound both boards. You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far. That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
Now, here's Rubio. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
Did a great job picking the defense apart, too. It wasn't just his scoring. Give him credit for his passing in that game, too.
Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. To halt the run, and he lays it up and in.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
For Minnesota, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Feeds it to Martin. Screen by Young. And Pekovic kicks to Martin. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Young's shot is off.
That's the first miss for this offense. They've hit 3 or 4 to start.
Here's the Kid, covered by Rubio. And it drops once again. The bucket from the Kid.
Well, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
Rubio dishes to Martin. Passes it to Wiggins. Back to Martin. The 3. And that one's good. Martin's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How about this? They're shooting 80% so far. I know it's early, but offensively, they look great.
The shot's good from the kid.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
And here's Rubio. After the three-pointer from the kid, it's Young on the wing. Pass to Martin. Rubio outside. Here's Wiggins. The three-pointer, no good. The Raptors have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's the kid, and again, Toronto with the triple.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pekovic with the screen for Rubio. Puts up a 3. Kept alive. That's blocked. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's the kid. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. The kid's got 14 points.
Wow, he is just on cruise control right now. He's been unstoppable.
Yeah, the defense doing its best, but he's been too much for him.
Wiggins passes to Pekovic. Here's Rubio. Another miss by Minnesota.
Very porous defense down there by the hoop. He probably should make that one.
Here's the kid. Knocks down the 3-ball. He's got 17.
They've been outstanding here in the first quarter. Great spacing, excellent passing, and the three-point shooting has been unbelievable.
And the Raptors with some changes. Nogueira has checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Patrick Patterson. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Ross. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. He went over the offensive plan and said that it hinges on running through the kid. Coach putting the pressure squarely on his shoulders by asking him to be the key man in the offense. It's not something they ask of him every game, but when they do, he can usually handle it. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. Here's Levine. Here's Dang. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Toronto leading by 7. Lowry kicks it to Nogueira. The pass to the kid. Shoots off the step back, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. The kid's got 19 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now Barea, pass to Levine. It's stolen by Johnson. And oh, here we go. Lowry's got the fast break chance. Here's the kid, guarded by Barea. Lowry dishes to DeRozan. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Now, I'll tell you what, they've been a step slow here early on.
I agree with you. I mean, they're allowing too many open shots. They've seemed a little sluggish to me.
Barea with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Tipped away. Bean passes to Barea. Here's Dang. Can't cash in from close range. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first. And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. Rosen, he's checked in for Toronto. The kid comes in for Vasquez. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Young's checked in for Anthony Bennett. Wiggins comes in for Brewer. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Levine. The kid in a 2-guard. Lucas Nogueira is out there with Johnson. Then there's Lowry. And it's DeRozan in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Lowry kicks to Johnson. Here's the kid. Misses the 3. Timberwolves trail by 8. Barea dishes to Wiggins. It's stolen by Lowry. He's got a clear path. Here's the kid. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And if we see a few more of them, this game could be in danger of getting out of hand quickly.
Now the feed to Barea. Kicks to Jang. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Well, the other thing I like is defensively, they're causing turnovers, and that's allowing them to get into transition. And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Rubio against Lowry. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
You know, even though they're behind, I love the job they've been doing getting to the free throw line.
Yeah, they've been aggressive, and that's really important. You've got to continue to attack.
A good night of work for Rubio. He has 8 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
Here's the kid. His 3-pointers off the mark.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside, but he can't get it going here.
Barea, the pass to Young. For Minnesota, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line. 8 of 9. No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. Raptors leading by 4. Outside Lowry. Passes to the kid. He dishes it to DeRozan. And again, Toronto no luck. Here's Rubio. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we're through 2 here in a good one. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides in the last half of the game. A fantastic game from the kid in this one.
I know we've said this many times before, but I'll say it again. He had a great first half, just an explosive offensive display there.
At the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had. He can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Minnesota, Rubio and Martin manning the backcourt. Young out there with Wiggins, and it's Pekovic in at the center position. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Thanks, guys. The kid in their last game against the Bucks played just phenomenally. He finished with 24 points, and he was just about on target from everywhere, hitting from deep as well as sinking his free throws. This was just the game he needed to snap the cold spell he was in. That has to be a major relief for his team, guys.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance, Clark.
It clearly was one of those games that when we look back on his career, this game will be right there among the best ever that he's played.
Well, he was in the zone from the outset. It was just one of those games where he was feeling it. Everything was going his way, and he attacked, and that's what I like. Once he knew it was his night, he just attacked relentlessly. Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
This is his first trip to the line tonight, and he sinks the second. And so it's Minnesota with it. In the second half, they've only given up 1 basket coming from the free throw line. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
A look now at where the Timberwolves ranked in the NBA last year. First in opponent field goal percentage, 7th in steals. And they were in the top 10 in grabbing rebounds as well. That's not too shabby. The top 10 on the glass, I'll take that.
And Clark, you know this. I mean, anytime you see a team #1 in the NBA in field goal percentage defense, you know they're getting after it. So this is a club that plays extremely hard. They take great pride in their defense. They have a concerted plan, a concerted effort every single night to try to stop the opposing team.
Clark, the coach, was really passionate in that last huddle, trying to do everything he can to get his message across.
You know, and I'm not sure what he wanted exactly, but he did it with enough fire that I'm guessing he's not going to be happy with any lapse in execution. I mean, he made his point pretty clear.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. The one thing he doesn't want is for their offense to get sluggish. He said, take what the defense gives you. Don't hesitate to let those shots fly. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Rubio with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. And Young kicks to Pekovic. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Patterson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Timberwolves trail by 9. And the kid picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. Cutting the screen. Fires the 3. Brewer's shot is off. Toronto's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. No good from the kid.
Well, the defense recognized how dangerous he is out there and got right up on him. Didn't give him any space.
They set the screen. Bean passes to Bennett. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
And while we have a moment, let's check out the breakdown for Kevin Martin. Last season's stats for him, he put up about 15 points a game last season. 3 assists and 3 rebounds, and he's really been pulling his weight. And we're finding his name in a lot of different columns in their box score.
Yeah, and that's what they're looking for from him, Steve. He doesn't have to be the star, just somebody with solid contributions across a wide range of areas.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now. Brewer buries it from 3-point range. Brewer's got his 2nd basket of the night.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Here's the kid. 32 points in the game. Here's Hendricks. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 8. To the left side wing. Here's Bennett. And a miss there on the triple. Raptors have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the 3rd quarter. 4 of 8. Here's the kid. Hands it from downtown. The kid's got the lead up to 11 now for the Raptors.
Well, he's clearly feeling it, Clark, coming off that fantastic game last time out.
Levine kicks to Martin. Levine passes to Bennett. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Pass to Levine. Shot clock at 6. And it's Martin missing. And it's the Raptors ball. They're on a 14-5 run. Hendricks passes to the kid. 1:03 left to play in the 3rd. He kicks it to Ross. A floater, and he gets it to go. And the Raptors lead by 13.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the 2nd half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Pekovic dishes to Bennett for 3. And Kevin Martin the bucket on the assist by Bennett. And it's 8 points for Kevin Martin.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
To the left side wing. Now the pass to the kid. 3-pointer. The rebound by Bennett. Timberwolves trail by 10.
And they can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hang on to it.
And that's probably what they're going to do here.
Martin kicks to Pekovic. And that's collected by the kid. The kid's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
That really could be a morale-crushing three-pointer, fellas. What a way to head into the 4th quarter.
And as And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Well, it had to be this play, don't you think? Let's go.
Timberwolves shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. We've got Vasquez. DeRozan out there with Amir Johnson. Then it's Nogueira. And it's Lowry in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Jang, no luck. The kid, he's checked in for Kyle Lowry. Here's Vasquez. Pass to the kid. For the 3. That is good. The kid's got 41.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
And Dang gets it to go.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks, just to get you some open looks like that one.
Launches it. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Levine, guarded by Vasquez. Barea, the pass to Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock, and the 3 off target. Raptors leading by 14. Here's the kid. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Been a stellar outing in this one for the kid. 8 rebounds, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
It's getting hard to keep track of just how many of those he's hit.
And Toronto making a change here. Valanciunas is checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Rubio's checked in. Timberwolves trail by 15. He feeds it to Barea. Dishes to Wiggins. And here's Barea. The drive by Rubio. Here's Wiggins. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. From downtown. And again, no good by Toronto. Timberwolves have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Connects from three-point range.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but you know the defense still needs to keep an eye on him.
Fires from deep. No good from the kid. Timberwolves trail by 10. Screen by Young. In the corner, it's Wiggins. No good with the triple.
Oh, boy, he is just cold as ice. I don't think he's going to be the one to help them cut into the lead.
Here's the kid. No good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And Young kicks to Rubio. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. The defense hasn't been able to set up.
Lets the 3 fly. No good from the kid.
He has just disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all offensively.
And I'm sure he's ready to put this quarter behind him and quickly.
Jang dishes to Rubio. Johnson with some nice D.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. The first free throw is good. And some changes here for the Raptors. Patterson, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Ross in for Vasquez. Minnesota also making some changes. Nikola Pekovic comes in for Jang. And it's Martin in for J.J. Barea. Find out.
Saunders was just going over the plan with his team. He was not happy with their play to this point, telling them we're getting out hustled, plain and simple. There's still time, but we've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. Here's Young. And it's off the back rim. No good. Raptors leading by 10. Ross passes to the kid. Fires for 3. And he gets it to go. The kid's got 45 points.
They've been splashing home those threes since halftime.
Definitely a big improvement in their shooting from what we saw before the break.
And Pekovic kicks to Wiggins. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Rubio with a wide open look. Pekovic, and the layup's good off the glass.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
Yeah, Clark, they've been more active and more physical down low, and I think that's been the difference.
They double him with Wiggins. Ross passes to the kid. The three. And again, Toronto with the triple.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Pekovic with the screen for Rubio. Young outside. There's the dish to Pekovic. Feeds to Martin. Kicks it to Rubio. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Valanciunas has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Fires the three, and it finds the net. Another three-point hit from the kid. The kid's got 48.
Well, tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance an impressive win for the Raptors.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
And that produced great fruit for them in transition.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And I think this win builds confidence for this year in the matchup. They take the first win of the season series, and, you know, that could play a factor the next time these two teams meet.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And what
I like the effort, son.
I'm feeling it, Coach.
an outpouring of points from him. Nobody.
23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Well, for the Raptors, they can just run out the clock. Here's the kid. One deep. Can't get it to fall. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win.